Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zone Guidance. So in today's reading, we're going to be looking at the question, no contact. What's going on in your connections? So if you feel like you haven't spoken to someone in a while and you need clarity on that, this is the reading for you. So all I need you to do is choose one of these 4 piles. Feel free to pause the video here whilst you make your choice. Just use your gut instinct and your intuition to lead you to the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And for personal or private readings, please check the description box below. Okay, so let's get straight to your reading. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 1 and the regeneration card and the number 46. So the number 46 may resonate with you, but maybe the energy of Scorpio as well, as I'm definitely seeing the death card here in this energy. It feels like there's been some kind of an ending, and I feel like a transformation or a regeneration is occurring through this no contact, whatever's going on. But we'll take a deeper look into this in just a second. Let's look at the rest of your cards. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Okay. So for some of you, you may have been the one to take action and reach out to someone. I definitely feel like there was communication, or there's communication coming after a period of regeneration. Okay, I do feel like something has happened here. There's been a spark, or there's about to be. You may have been questioning your value in yourself through this no contact situation. So for some of you, it may be about blaming yourself a little bit, or feeling like, am I good enough for this person? Is this why they're not reaching out or responding? Is it something I've done? Am I not worthy enough? And if you are saying any of these things, please stop, because it's not about you. This is about them, okay? Not to say that it doesn't feel personal, because of course it does, but if this person is choosing to be cold with you or not speak to you, this could be the universe protecting you, okay? And if you don't take this in such a harsh way, if you take this in quite a light-hearted way, which some of you might be as well, this might be just reaffirming what you're already feeling in terms of, you know what, I am good enough regardless of whether I speak to this person or not, or whatever the future holds. I'm good enough, okay? I'm worthy, and if this person isn't right, there is someone else. But also, I'm okay on my own. So there is a very strong energy coming through from you, group 1. Even if you are in those maybe beginning stages, or if you're still not quite there in the self-love place right now, if you are questioning your worth, then that's just something to note, that I feel like you're going to get to a point where you are feeling okay, and you're not going to let anyone else's rejection affect your self-esteem, okay? And now with Forge, don't follow. So I'm definitely seeing there's a lot of yang energy here, like masculine energy. So I don't know if you're the masculine watching this, or you're in your divine masculine energy. Could be. But it just feels like there's been action and maybe inaction. Okay, and this is about being the initiator, forging this, you know, this path, about being a leader. So there's a lot of independence here in this reading. Okay, so you'll either resonate with that being your energy, or maybe you'll resonate it with the other person. But I feel as you chose this reading, that's just what I'm sensing, is that maybe you're the one that reached out, maybe didn't get anything in return, or didn't get what you needed. But be the leader you wish you had. Yeah, there's just definitely like something, there's like a spark within you, for sure, about taking action. Maybe there was like some impulsive action, and I don't know. Some of you might be beating yourself up about that, but I'm not getting that for some of you. Let's just see what's going through now with the tarot. No contact in your situation, what's going on? 7 of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Look at all of this earth. There's so much earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I'd be surprised if you're not like a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You and your person. Okay, or like I said, I did see Scorpio and also fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, perhaps. But yeah, I sense that maybe there's something to do with work. I don't know if you know this person through work, whether you work together, whether you used to work together, whether you see them in the place that they work regularly or vice versa. But it definitely feels like there's some kind of money connection or physical connection between the two of you. But I feel like someone is trying to keep their options open right now. It feels like they're not sure about which option to take. Okay, and I do sense there's something to do with stability here and maybe even a home. So one of you might be moving homes or changing jobs, or this could even be about a family. This could be a third party situation that I'm talking about here as well. Because I do feel like there's the 3 and the 10. I feel like, yeah, there's more than one person maybe involved in this connection. Maybe you're aware about, maybe you're not aware about. But I feel like that side of things has something to do with why there's no contact. Okay, so it may be if your person isn't speaking to you, it may be that they're very much focused on their finances, moving, their job, or even a family situation, you know, if they live with a family or something. But I feel like here with the Ace that there's, maybe this has been there was somebody reached out, or there was communication, or if you've never had communication with this person, I do feel like there's going to be something here. Something's going to be started, initiated, okay? And it may come from you. Just being honest here. Some of you might be saying, no way am I going to reach out first, but you never know. You might be triggered in some way to feel like I need to do this, okay? And if you do, sometimes you've got to go with your gut, okay? But this could be, let me just clarify this. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. 7 of Swords. So, and I just looked what's on the bottom of the deck as well. So we have the 2 of Cups. So I'm not sure what context that is coming out in. Okay, whether this is you and this person, or whether this person is someone else, or you with someone else. But I feel like that has some strong resonance here. Okay, and yeah, so with 7, I feel like there's something maybe deceptive about this. Okay, like this communication or whatever this trigger is. It feels like there's either someone is going to make something up, like make an excuse to reach out that's not quite honest, or may come forwards in a dishonest way, or may even not get a response at all. Okay, it feels like there's something that's blocked there. Okay, let's just see what's going to happen moving forwards, because this might be explaining this in the past or the present. But let's just see what's going to be happening with this moving forwards. I want to see how your person is actually feeling about you right now. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Swords moving forwards. 2 of Pentacles. Son of Swords. The Hangman reversed. Okay. So I feel like there's, moving forwards, there may be some kind of lurking, stalking, social media stalking, maybe on both sides, or theirs or just yours. But it feels like there is a sense of juggling here. Okay, so one of you I feel like is definitely juggling more than one person, you know, and I'm sorry to say that if you're not aware of that, but it does feel like it may be more about money though. Like I said, I don't want to 100% say that it's another person, because it could be. We've got a lot of signifiers of money here as well, so it might be that your person is trying to juggle a lot with their career and with what's going on in the physical realm, as well as trying to juggle what to do about your situation. But I do feel like someone here is going to, reach out. It really feels like I said, if you've had no contact before at all. I definitely see there's going to be contact moving forwards. And I think regardless, it feels like there's, like someone was poised and guarded and not really wanting to move forwards, or was kind of a little intimidated or scared or didn't know what to do. So maybe didn't do anything at all. But then I feel like that's about to shift, and I see a change in perception here with the Hangman reverse. There's something that is going to come to light, or someone's going to start to see things in a different way, which will progress the relationship in one way or another. I just want to get one more kind of clarification for that moving forwards. Okay, death in reverse. So it may feel like it kind of goes around in circles, group one, because death reverse is, I mean, it definitely is like that regeneration card, and that might be what's going on, but sometimes it can be unresolved issues. It may feel like a negative pattern of something that repeats. So it might be, you know, if you've had a very on and off connection, or hot and cold, it might be that then repeats, or that, you know, there's some tentative action on either side. And yeah, I don't know, it feels a little dark, if I'm honest. It does feel a little dark and a little bleak, but I do feel for you, group one, that you may be the most transformative of piles, okay, because it's so deep. It's like whatever's going on here, I feel like is definitely awakening you and maybe your person as well, okay. But I certainly feel like for you, this is going to create a big change from within, and then it's going to start to affect your external world and reality in quite a big way, okay. I wasn't even asking any question, but we've got the Daughter of Swords here. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this is definitely going to bring you some, not only mental clarity, but I feel like mental strength, okay? I think you're going to grow a lot through this experience, group one. I think that your mind, something to do with your mind is going to be improving. Like the way that you think about relationships, the way you think about rejection, or the way you think about no contact, or whatever that is definitely going to be shifting. And because I see this newness there, and this like new information coming through, and you're going to be feeling like the owl, like quite wise and knowledgeable, like maybe even, oh wow, I handled that a lot better than I have done previously. Okay, it's definitely something to do with that. So this is really going to be a positive change for you one way or the other. I just want to see how your person feels about you right now. How's your person feeling? What are they thinking? Okay. This one flipped around multiple times in my hand, so I actually don't know which way it was going to come round. But we'll take it in the reversing, as that's how I, in the end, revealed it. So there's something, they are feeling like, I don't know, like either their hope has been lost, or like the sun is now gone. Like maybe you were the sun and now you're not there anymore. Okay. Seven of Wands reverse. It's like they're giving up. They're giving up on something here. The World reverse. Yeah, they're going around in some kind of circle. I feel like they're actually pacing right now. I actually see them pacing around the room. Like, maybe they're even holding their phone in their hand and going, do I, don't I, do I? Like, I don't know what to do. But they're feeling restless. They're feeling on edge, okay? And I feel like they're questioning whether they've done the right thing. And they feel like, yeah, that's why they're just spinning. They're spinning right now, group one. Okay, what else is going on? What are they thinking about you? Oh, wow. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Okay, yeah, they're thinking about doing something. Like either reaching out to you or taking some action, okay, quickly. This is fast, okay? So they're feeling, I think, probably, yeah, a little impulsive. They're really energetic and they're pacing. Okay, Nine of Swords. Whoa, Four of Wands reverse. Okay, yeah, excuse me. Just recovering from a virus. I'm fine. Yeah, it's like they're moving, like they want to move really quickly. For some of you, they're going to reach out. I actually feel like that. I feel like they're going to reach out kind of impulsively, kind of quickly. So it may come off a little confusing if they do. For some of you, they're going to hold back though. It's like that might be also why they're pacing. Maybe they might not know that's why they're pacing, but I feel like their body is telling them to pace because they're not meant to rush a decision. So it's like they're trying to burn off some of this anxiety or this tension that they feel by pacing around. So rather than doing something that they may later regret, because there's something here, but there's a lot of darkness low mental mood. Okay, so it's like they may decide to reach out, but then they pull themselves back in, and then they go into this dark place. Okay, they may even like stalk your social media and then decide to pull back. Or this could be if they do reach out, they then go back into their shell. So yeah, just be a little wary if they do, that they may then go quiet, but it might be that they go quiet in, you know, apprehension of your reply. You know, they might be feeling a little worried about how you'll respond, or if you'll respond at all. Okay, because then I see this feeling of, it's like deflation, and I feel like they were really excited about something with you. I really do. I see them being really excited and then feeling like their dreams have been crushed, or it's gone kaput. It's not a happy, an overall happy energy. They're definitely feeling unsatisfied, or they're not content right now, group 1, with how things are with you. Which I guess, I mean, it's never nice for anybody to be in pain, but in terms of, I guess you wouldn't want someone to just be completely indifferent in terms of, you know, if you miss them, you'd want them to feel like they miss you in some form. And I feel like this is the case. It might not be coming out in that way. It seems to be coming out in a very physical way for them. In their energy, there might just be someone that's naturally very restless anyway. Okay, let's see what's coming through with the Island Wellness. No contact, your connection, overall messages. The Sword and the Truth. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. Coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Okay. Girl with a snake, empath, narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third party interference. And then lightning, sudden change, shocking news, epiphany, upheaval and transformation. I mean, there we go. Transformation has been the word of the reading for you, hasn't it, really? Okay, so 100% this is an incredibly deep, transformative relationship or interaction, connection, whatever this is that you have with this person. It is definitely helping you to evolve, and I do feel it's helping you both to evolve, okay, in more ways than you know. I do feel like there's going to be more information coming. There's going to be truth. I don't know if you were going to meet up with this person. They might reach out and ask to meet up to have a cup of coffee, or maybe even to strike up a friendship as well. That may be how things move forwards. Maybe things started too intense, and maybe it's about scaling it back and starting really, really low intensity, and just, starting off as friends, having, short conversations, having a coffee date or something. Okay, because with Girl with the Snake and that third party interference and stuff, like I said, it might be that one of you is involved with someone else that is having an interference. And it may be that someone's trying to do things in the right way. Okay. Now, it might be that, it could be that this is a narcissistic paradigm of a relationship between the two of you, but it could be as well that one of you is involved with someone that is fairly narcissistic, okay? And again, if you're with someone like that, I feel like you'll know about it, but it might be this other person is with someone like that too, okay? But I feel like there's definitely something that's going to happen, something new that is going to spark here, okay? Because I feel like even if this had already happened, this truth, this revelation that's come through, I feel like there's more to come. It doesn't feel like this is over for you, group 1. Maybe it's even just begun for some of you. Okay, now, I just feel like there's definitely, why did that word just fly out of my mind? There was a word that I was about to say. I don't know. Surprise. There's a surprise coming. There is a surprise coming. So it might even be that you've given up. Okay, you might have given up completely, or you may have just lost the hope that anything was going to happen. But I do feel like there's a change, there's something going to come through, or there's new information, or something's going to get found out here. Okay, so just be aware of that. Now I'm just going to look at some of these as well. find sometimes it's better to like take a little handful like that. Okay. Money is coming. Use your intuition. Yeah, so definitely your intuition is telling you something about this connection. So yeah, you're definitely being called to listen to that. But yeah, money, it might be what we were discussing earlier. It might be that that's something to do with the focus. Were we discussing that? Sorry, was that another reading? Oh yeah, no, definitely was. So yeah, it might be, yeah, that money is a factor, or maybe for some of you that you might be receiving money, and that's always a positive thing. Feel free to write that down as an affirmation in the comment section. I attract money easily and effortlessly through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am a money magnet. Okay, we've got creative, new beginning, technology, almost there. The 5th house, the 6th house, listen, sense of humor, stay present, ooh, health and beauty. Okay. Yeah, so it does feel like there is a new beginning on the horizon for the two of you. Excuse me. Or if not, a new beginning for the two of you, because, you know, there's lots of people watching this, so there's going to be more than one scenario how it plays out, okay? But there is going to be a new beginning for all of you, but for some of you it may be with this person, for others of you it might be without this person, but it definitely feels like a shift, an energetic shift in a really positive way, whatever this no contact situation is going on. I just want to, you know, clarify that or reassure you that this is a really positive thing that's actually happening right now. You're being guided to stay present though. Okay, so don't think too much about the future or what's going to happen and when, and don't worry or ruminate in the past, in these outdated thinking or replaying certain things over and over in your head, replaying things. Just let it go. And if you stay present, this new beginning is really going to come through in a faster way. I feel like this, the more you stay present, the quicker this will actually shift for you, especially if you feel like you are stuck. But I feel like for most of you, you're okay. You're okay with this silence. I mean, not completely, obviously, as you're here and you're curious, but I don't feel like you're up late at night crying about it or anything. I think you're handling it in quite a strong way. And not to say that crying about it isn't handling it in a strong way either, but I feel like it's not making you fall apart. Maybe you've done enough crying about this already and it's like the tears have dried up and you're just feeling a little numb to it. For some of you, that might be the case. But again, nothing wrong with that. If you're feeling okay with it, you know, you don't need to feel any more than you do or any less. It doesn't. You've got to go with, you know, what your soul really wants and needs, and what your heart chakra is opening and saying to do. And maybe being creative right now is also helping. For some of you, might be doing something creative that is, yeah, especially, yeah, because creative with the 5th house is the house of creativity. So yeah, definitely I feel like that's something that will help you get through, you know, whatever this transition or situation is, whatever this no contact is. It may be about being busy as well, like not being hung up on while you're not speaking and focusing on other things. That may also be when information comes through, because you'll be distracted, not thinking about the outcome. You've released it and then it manifests. Okay, so that could also be some incentive for you to, yeah, get really creative and do something really fun. The colour green keeps coming through. I don't know why, something in the colour green. Maybe you might be painting something green, or doing something decorative with the colour green, or earthy tones, or like earthy elements like wood. Yeah, I don't know if any of you are interested in that type of thing, or plants. Yeah, gardening, I don't know. Certainly not in the UK, or right now it's pouring it down, which I actually really love. It's beautiful. But yeah, I don't know. That's just something that came to me, but it could be a realm of other things, obviously. Okay, and then the 6th house is the house of Virgo. So we've got the house of Leo, house of Virgo. So those signs may resonate. But with Virgo there, it may be as well like focusing on the details of things. So it might be about reorganizing your thoughts, or reorganizing your space, like decluttering, sorting through paperwork, or even providing service for someone, like helping someone, because that's what Virgo ultimately loves to do, be of service. They always need to feel like they're needed, and usually that's can be part of their love language. I mean, I am Virgo rising and sun, so yeah, it definitely resonates for one part that I like to feel like someone is there for me and willing to help if I need them, because I'm usually very independent anyway, do everything on my own. That's always quite nice when someone's thoughtful like that. So it might be as well that that's something to do with your love language, the way that you express yourself, or the way you feel with this connection. Maybe that you just want to help them, or that they want to help you in some way. It also represents health, being physically active. So it might be about doing something physical that helps you to get through this, and also by having a sense of humor. So some of you might kind of even be laughing about this if you're like ghosted. You're like, huh, do you know what? It's actually quite funny. Like, I put myself out there and then nothing happened. Or, I don't know, however that may resonate for you. It might be that you really connect with your person with your sense of humor. Okay, that might be why that resonates for you. But I do feel like, there's something here with you're almost there. So you're almost there to achieving your goal is almost what I feel like the next sentence would be. Okay, so I feel like there's definitely something brewing here. So either that, you're going to come together with this person and then no contact is going to end, or that you're going to come to a place of closure, of feeling like, I'm okay, I'm going to focus maybe on my money or on my creativity, maybe my health and beauty. So you might be sort of re-beautifying yourself, or changing up your wardrobe, or the way that your appearance or something, or doing something that feels good for you. Okay, it really feels like a positive reading overall for you, Group 1. Oh yes, and lastly we've got technology there. I think you can see that, technology. So it might be that that's how you communicate with your person as well. Like, it might not be through in person. It's usually only two ways these days, isn't it? It's in person or through technology in some form. It's not like, I don't know, they're going to come up on a horse with a letter, right? I wish it was still like that a little bit. People really had to make the effort back then before technology. And I mean, not just before technology, but, back in the days even without cars, you'd have to travel miles and miles to get someone's attention, or write letters. So, I don't know. I just think that would be quite nice. But anyway, it's also great to be able to communicate with someone so quickly. But that can be the painful thing, can't it? Because we all know most of us have our phones very close by to us, or in our hands at most points. And when someone doesn't reply, it's because they're choosing not to reply. And most of the time it's not because it's gone undelivered. Of course, sometimes things slip through, especially as we are in Mercury retrograde, so can't put anything past Mercury retrograde. But sometimes it could delay things getting through as well. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope that this does resonate for you, Group 1, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you would like a personal reading, please check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2 and the Imagine card, let's see what is going on in your connection. No contact. Okay, so the first things I'm feeling and seeing here, we've got the number 20, okay, which could be the number 2, so you may resonate, lots with the number 2. You may be seeing it in synchronicity. I'm also seeing the energy, I'm feeling the energy of Pisces and Cancer here with the moon, and then this dreamy quality to it. So it may be that you resonate with the signs of Pisces or Cancer, or maybe Scorpio, but Aquarius is coming through as well here. But it may be that there is something that is strange about your connection, or why there's no contact. It may be that there's some kind of illusion or confusion here. Okay, or it might be that there's some level of fantasy about this connection as well. Some dreaming about it. I'm sensing, maybe both of you are kind of dreaming about one another. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, so we've got surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I don't think I've ever seen this card. I really haven't. How strange. And it does happen from time to time. I've had this deck for ages. Long time, and I've never or never recall seeing this card. So yeah, definitely something that's very unique and maybe rebellious about your connection. That's why I'm getting this Uranian energy from this. Okay. But also, yeah, with Venus rules Libra and Taurus, so you may resonate with those signs as well. But it might be that there's something that's very beautiful about your connection. Maybe you're both sort of very naturally good looking or conventionally good looking in some way. Like the planet of Venus has blessed you in the way that you look, but it's not all about appearance. It might be in your energies. Maybe you both have also synchronized Venuses. So maybe you both have the same Venus sign. Maybe you both have Venus in Libra. Or there's definitely something that's Venusian about your connection. Maybe even that you met through Venusian things. So something where there was a lot of pleasure, something that you enjoy to do. It could be about health. It could be about beauty. It could be about money or being out somewhere fun and fancy, or even like in the great outdoors. But yeah. And something that's very sweet as well. I don't know, something to do with chocolate just came through. I don't know if chocolate has anything to do with anything. Oh wow, look. So we've got a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Okay, that Libra energy. Libra, Venus, Libra. Okay, so yeah, new romantic cycle begins. So this might be somebody new that you've just met. Or this could be somebody that you've met maybe before, but there's something new about the cycle that you're going through right now. But I mean, this is all seeming really nice, but obviously this is a no contact reading, so curious to see what that's about. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my god, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Again, what rules Taurus? Venus. I've never seen so much Venus in one reading. It's crazy. Okay, a time for healing, balsamic moon. So you could have also like met on the day of Venus, which is a Friday. Okay, or something sparked on a Friday, or during Venus hour. I know most people don't know the planetary hours, but I do. I always check most of the time. I don't check constantly, but I've got widgets on my phone. So I always know what planetary hour we're in if I want to know. Okay, but yeah, so something to do with, yeah. But it also could be like a Venus transit, okay? You could be having Venus transits right now in your synastry, in your charts or something. But yeah, definitely. Or, yeah, I mean, Venus currently is in Scorpio, so you could even have Venus in Scorpio perhaps. Okay, but it's just crazy. But there's a lot of romance here. There is a lot of love, and I feel like beauty. There's just a lot of beauty, but yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one. It is a strange one for no contact because it doesn't feel like that, if that makes sense. But then we do have a time for healings, balsamic moon. So it may be that that's what's going on now. That may be why there is no communication, because there's healing that needs to take place. Okay, and this could be how this is going to transition and move forwards. But I'm going to look now at the tarot so we can get a clearer idea about what's really going on here. Okay, no contact. I will just say we had Leo, the strength card just kind of tried to jump out, but it didn't quite, so it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups. Magician. Oh my god, of course, the Strength card. This was the card that flew out before, or tried to get out. I knew it would come out if it needed to. Okay. This might be explaining a little bit more what's going on here. The Hermit reverse. Three major arcanas here. So it doesn't feel like, because there's a lot of outside interference. There may be, but I feel like and I did read, where did I read that? I read that somewhere, that the court cards can show more sort of outside or other people's interference, but the major arcanas are more singular. I could be wrong if I read that wrong, but I get that sense as well. And it feels like, there's been a level of manipulation here, or there's some game playing. There's something that's, not quite right. And it might be about this imagine card, and this, I just definitely see, maybe even like this has been like looking through rose-coloured glasses at one another, or seeing something, not that it wasn't there, but maybe like fantasizing a little too much and living in the fantasy more than the reality. So it may not even be that you've really had communication or anything's really happened. It just feels like there's a lot of thinking and dreaming. But yeah, I just feel like there's maybe not been a lot actually going on. And I feel like someone here is not feeling very confident, or is not feeling strong enough to open up or to respond or to reach out, okay? Like I said, for some of you, there may have been no communication at all, and you're waiting for something to happen, or you're wanting to know if you should initiate or whatever. For some of you, obviously this is no contact, you have spoken, and this is where things are now. But I just feel like for a lot of you, it's either been a long time, or it feels like, or either that there wasn't honest communication. Interesting. But also with the Five of Cups there, I feel like there is maybe some sadness about this. Like one of you was feeling really sad, or both of you are feeling sad, but that seems to be over. Like being over that sadness. Okay, but I also feel like there with the Hermit that because it's in reverse, there's something like someone was hiding and they're about to come out, or they have come out. I don't know. I need to get more clarity. I'm just going to look at how your person is feeling about you right now. And then we'll look at how this is going to move forwards. How is your person feeling about you? Father of Swords reversed. So they could have cut you off, or they could have been really cold with you. This could be like an ignoring energy, like they've been ignoring you or ghosting you if you did reach out, or it could just be that they're showing this really cold, harsh front towards you. But this could be your energy as well. They could see you in that energy, but my immediate thought was that was them. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Cups here, which is about walking away from something emotionally here, walking away. Three of Pentacles reversed. Something wasn't working well. There was a lack of collaboration in some way, and I see them feeling very stuck about you. Okay, so it might be that they cut you off, or they were really harsh. To some of you, they could have said some really mean things. Okay. But it could just be that they just cut their energy off. Like they just, because I feel like they've gone into a bit of a ruthless energy. This person might be, not the most empathetic or emotionally in tune. Okay, this person might be acting more in the superficial. They may be very attracted to the way that you look. They definitely are. That's with all that Venus energy. I feel like you both are attracted to the way that you look. So it's not looks. Looks are not an issue here. An attraction, physical attraction isn't an issue here, but something to do with learning a lesson is what is an issue here for them. And there's something to do with walking away from something that isn't working. Okay, it might be even that they cut you off and then you walked away because it wasn't working. If you didn't get anything back, or if it was the other way around, but I do feel like there's someone that thinks very logically. Okay, it may be that they got caught up in this fantasy with you, or caught up in like a honeymoon period with you, but then it's like something brought them down to earth, like with a shock, and then they feel like something's not working, that they feel stuck though. They feel stuck. Okay, one more card of clarification, please. Of what are they feeling and thinking about you right now? The Hierophant. Okay. Card of Taurus. So they could have had some awakening about you, some kind of spiritual awakening. They could have also got some advice from someone that they really look up to, somebody that's maybe in a like a professional position. Like they could have even paid someone for some advice. about this, or it could be, you know, somebody that's older. But this could also be them. It's in their energy. There's a lot about teaching here. I don't know if your person is a teacher or an instructor of some kind, or they are like a professional, like in a professional position, like a lawyer or a doctor, or I don't know. I mean, there's so many. I'm not going to list all the professional positions. There's so many, obviously, but just those obvious ones, you know. But I feel like, yeah, like your person has either sought out advice or they kind of think that they're in that place. But this is also a card of commitment, okay? It is a card of, yeah, being committed to something in a very traditional sense. So it might be that, yeah, they feel like they need to do things in a traditional way and maybe it hasn't gone that way. Okay, and it's like, I just feel like they're very stubborn as well. There's a stubborn streak within them. And being stubborn is not a good trait, in my opinion. But it's not good to be, sometimes it is, you've got to be, you know, stick to your convictions. But being able to be flexible and change is being in a growth mindset, being able to change and see things differently, see people differently, see situations differently. To see things from different perspectives is really that, as I said, growth mentality. So they might be kind of stuck a little bit in this old way of thinking rather than thinking in a progressive sense, okay? But it doesn't mean it's a bad thing for them. It might be that, you know, this is just the way that they like to do things, and maybe you did something that was unconventional. Maybe if you reached out to them and they feel like they should have reached out to you first, it could be that. But again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if that's what you did or if that's how they feel about it. Sometimes it's just incompatibilities, or sometimes it's about saying, okay, can we move past these things? Okay, but let's just see what's going to happen between the two of you moving forward. Okay, so we've got Father of Cups in reverse. Three of Swords. Excuse me. Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like for you, group 2, that, yeah, there is this level of emotional unavailability with your person. I really don't feel like this is you. I actually feel like you're more of like the sensitive one, like you're someone that is emotional. Okay, and maybe very, very naturally so. I don't know, right now you might be pushing those feelings down if you do resonate with this energy. But I feel like just naturally so, I just get that sensitive sense from you. Whereas I feel like with this person that they can be emotionally detached. And that's how they're able to be quite ruthless or cutthroat, or even just to do things in a traditional way. It might be they feel inclined to do something rebellious, but they're very strong-willed. And I feel like they won't deviate from, you know, what they set out to do, okay, if they, like, in that very stubborn sense as well. And I feel like there's someone, reverse psychology would always work really well with them, okay, because they always want to do things that they feel that they've decided to do without any outside influence or pushing. It's like if you push them one way, they just want to back off and do the complete opposite. So yeah, I feel like you almost need to do opposites with this person. But moving forwards, yeah, I feel like, so there's going to be this emotional distance, and I feel like there's going to be some kind of pain that's avoided here. So it could have been, if you had continued speaking or spoke at all at this point, that there could have been some pain inflicted on you, on them, or if there's a third party, this can show a third party sometimes, all right? So that could be your situation. So it could be about not letting someone else be hurt in this. So, you know, that's positive, you know, either way, that there's some kind of major pain being avoided, or potentially being left in the past. If that had already happened between you, it might be that that is now, you know, in the past and moving forwards. Okay, and there's a sense of letting go. Okay, so it might be that you kind of let each other go and give each other space. But then it seems like there may be some progression here in terms of reprioritizing how you both spend your time, what you're working on, who you're spending time with. I feel like there's going to be some kind of adjustment there, and things may slow down just a bit. I can see there. It does feel like things are maybe just going to slow down between the two of you, even though it feels like they're pretty slow right now, but it might just be that it gets to a place of a little bit more stability. Oh my God, I was going to pull the final card. for where this is going. And the Sun always shows a really positive outcome, okay? So I really feel like both of you are going to get to a good place with one another. Regardless whether you get into this romantic connection or not, it feels like this is, a really positive outcome regardless of whatever's going to happen. Like you're both going to either see each other in a really positive way, you'll end up in a lovely, amazing relationship, or you're going to have a nice friendship, or even if you part ways and that's that, you're going to feel like, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that everything happened the way that it did. Okay, it feels really nice. So I'm just going to look at the Island Wellness now for you. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset and manifest exactly what you want. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. The Chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship. Fear of abandonment issue. Girl talk. Time with friends. Moving on. Happily single. Living in the moment. Having fun. Okay. So, yeah, it does feel like... It does feel really positive overall. Okay, regardless of this no contact, I sense that things are going to really shift in your life, group 2. Okay, you're going to really start to feel the abundance of making healthy choices. So if you cut this person off, then that's a really healthy choice, I sense, okay? Especially if there is this chaser dynamic, okay? So you'll know which way around it is, whether you feel like you're the chaser, you're chasing this person, or whether you're the runner, okay? The chaser has come out, so it's either that you're cutting ties with someone that's chasing you, or you're cutting ties with chasing someone, okay? Which is the healthy choice, I feel. And it may be that you start spending more time with your friends. I definitely see this kind of camaraderie and a really just overall sense of happiness and fulfillment here. You might be receiving, a lot of abundance through money as well. Again, with all that Venusian energy coming through, Venus does rule money and the things that we enjoy. So the fact that that's come through so strongly, I feel like that's another positive thing for you, is that you might have other opportunities and enjoy your life in lots of other ways that will help you to move past this connection. It's not to say that you're not going to come together with this person at any point. It just feels like in this kind of immediate future, over the next, I don't know, timescale could be different for everyone, but I'm feeling 3 months. I'm feeling 3 months for this reading. So it could be within 3 months. This is sort of where things are going to be. A lot could change after 3 months, but I feel like right now there's this sense of, feeling positive about things. And maybe it's something that you're working on, as well as manifesting and being in a more positive mindset. Especially if you feel like you were in a lack mentality before. I do feel like there's going to be a shift there. So lastly, we're just going to look at these. I'm just going to grab a little random handful. There we go. So the first one we've got is carer. So, that could be one of your jobs, perhaps, but this could be about caring, self-care, caring for one another, caring for a family member. Not now, but later. Yep. As I said, I just don't feel like anything's really going to happen right now, or anything in the too the too close, you know what I mean. In the near future, I feel like, it's definitely going to be a matter of months, maybe weeks, but I don't feel like anything's really going to take place in days. Not to say that communication isn't going to happen, because we do have a couple of signifiers that may happen with the Hermit reverse, etc. But overall, for a connection, something more deeper, I feel like it would take a matter of weeks to months. Okay, we've got fair hair, so one of you might have fair hair, or you both may do. We've got architects, again, that could be very literal in job. Lips, okay, one of you might have really nice lips. That might be what you really like about each other. Moving, real fire brigade, builder, IT consultant, karmic. Okay, yeah. So this is definitely a karmically led relationship. And maybe there's been a lot of karmic triggers. Maybe you were brought into each other's lives to trigger something in one another so you could evolve and grow. For some of you, it might be about moving. It might be that you are moving on from this connection, but it could be about actually moving homes, changing location. It may be that this situation causes you to move. to move in something, maybe even to change jobs, or maybe if you even wanted to get away from them, you might change like where you were seeing them. It might be that you try to change that. So there's definitely a sense of, movement for you here. And the fact that we've got builder and architect, very similar, industries. I feel like, yeah, it might be something about building a home or designing a home, or looking at designing your life, if we're talking in a more loose sense here, rather than so literally. This might be about, building upon your life, looking at designing how you want your life to be. And do you want this person in it? Do you want to work on manifesting this connection, or do you want to let it go? Do you want to see what best serves you? Let the universe guide you. But at the same time, let the universe guide you, but you still have to be the one to make those important decisions and take that action. Action before motivation, because motivation never comes, okay? You can't sit and wait for it, you've got to just do it. So it might be something about this connection is going to make you do something. It's definitely going to make you move or change something. Maybe even creating an online business, okay? Or hiring an IT consultant in some form to help you with something. I definitely see some form of collaboration here with someone off the back of this. And then fire brigade, yeah. I feel like it could be a bit of a warning as well, that there was a potential fire that could happen, or something explosive, because I'm seeing tower energy with that. So it could be that if you had continued to talk, there could have been something that quite bad could have happened. So it might be that there's like a crisis avoided. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like something about it. But it might even be like you wanted to save this person in a time of crisis. Maybe you felt drawn to them. Maybe they felt drawn to you as well in that sense. But yeah, I just can't stop looking at that back, but not now, but later. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this isn't really over, group 2. I feel like there's, if you want it, of course, you might decide you don't want this person anymore by the time they come back in, or by the time the timing is right. But again, if this person is right for you, you will want them. You will still want to be with them, and it'll all work out as it's meant to. But yeah, I feel like right now there's definitely a time for you to be focused on, like I said, potentially moving, or new job, or, creative endeavors, or whatever would feel, could distract you, but it's helping you to level up in your energy so you can focus on other things. Again, maybe spending time with friends, okay? But just focusing on your own life and your own abundance. Okay, so I do hope that this resonates with you, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check the description box below. Okay, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3, let's take a look. No contact, your situation, your connection. So the first card you were drawn to, we've got the Fates and the number 17. So you may resonate with the number 17 or the number 8. But it may be that there is a karmic element to your connection, or to the fact that there is no contact. It could also be something to do with the nodes of fate. Okay, so your north or south node, or theirs. There could be a transit that's happening that's affecting your relationship or your connection right now. But I definitely feel like you were fated to meet in some way, okay? So let's see what else is coming through. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. The great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Nothing is set in stone, mutable moon. It's always a nice one to get, especially in these types of readings, because it doesn't feel like there's a definite answer to any of it in terms of will you speak again or whatever. It feels like there's maybe a level of influence, or there's a level of changeability in your connection. Okay, maybe things are very up and down. I keep feeling like Gemini is what's coming through there, even though it could be any of the mutable signs, Virgo, Pisces, or Sagittarius, but Gemini is one jumping out at me for some reason. So it might be about changing minds. Like, I don't know if one of you changed your mind, or it was back and forth, or it's like you don't know what side you're going to get to someone each day. Yeah, something's coming through about that. Okay, but then with Mars energy, so Aries and Scorpio coming through here, as Mars is the traditional ruler of both signs. So the fact that we got Scorpio there and it's Mars energy, it does feel like there's been, some kind of severing. There's been an ending to something. So this might be an ending to your connection. For some of you, this might be about severing another connection. If some of you involved with a third party, or if your person was involved with someone else, they could have severed that connection. Okay, but it might be as well that, the connection between you was severed in some way. This might be more about the past even. Okay, but it feels like whatever's gone on here with this no contact situation, it feels like it definitely needed to happen, because there needed to be some negativity that was released. Maybe you were carrying a lot of pain or a lot of physical burdens here. For some of you, I'm sensing like physical pains that maybe you were experiencing through your body in this connection, especially if there was repression. Repression can be very dangerous, actually. Something to deal with if we're not expressing how we feel, or we're pushing something down all the time, or pushing down negativity but not releasing it. There's a difference between pushing something down and letting it go. And if you've just been pushing it down, it may have started to affect you in a very physical way. And maybe some of you realize that, maybe some of you don't realize that, and maybe this will trigger you to understand. Sorry, I just wondered what that noise was. What's going on. For some of you, I'm sensing something to do with your hands, maybe even your shoulders, but I'm also getting migraines, intense migraines for some of you. Maybe even something around your ear, your sinuses. But maybe like nerve, something maybe like a pinched nerve, or some kind of pain that is triggered by this relationship. It definitely feels like something that's destructive, and maybe you felt like the connection was destructive in some way, or volatile, or there was a lot of anger. Okay, this could be internal anger. You might have been turning it on yourself if you didn't feel like you could express what you needed to. Okay, so if this isn't external, for those that you'll know if this was your relationship, if it was very angry and volatile, or there was a lot of negativity in it. But like I said, if this is more of a situationship, if you haven't really got to a point of being in a relationship together, it might be that the sense of punishing yourself. I'm seeing like self-sabotage. And like someone, like punishing yourself, or like your body is punishing you in some way. I don't mean to say, it's not probably the right word, but punishing, but it's really trying to make you aware that something is wrong. Okay, and like I said, if there's something that you've been repressing, then it's coming out in other ways. So it may be that you needed to say something, or you feel called to say something, and you're just going to accept the results of that because you just want to feel okay again. So, like something with the inner child tenderness. For some of you, there could actually be children involved in this situation, either on your side or your person's, or both. But I feel like this no contact has really made you go within, and maybe it made you go back to childhood times where you felt like you weren't heard, or you felt like you weren't listened to, or maybe that there was a lot of conflict there, and it's maybe making you feel a little shy, or I see this kind of stepping back a little bit and feeling, there's like a rawness here to this. I'm just going to get some more clarity on this for you. No contact, what's going on in your connection? Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords, which is mental stress. So there's a lot of stress and anxiety going on in this connection, or there was. I definitely, because I keep coughing, I am recovering from a virus, but I feel like the fact that I keep coughing at certain points, it feels like there's something stuck in my throat, and it's like throat chakra energy. So definitely like a lack of, it's a lack of communication reading, it's a no contact reading, but specifically I feel like, there's something that's been left unsaid. Okay, so we've got the Sun of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups. Four of Cups. Oh. Wow, Eight of Wands. So I'm seeing here that there is definitely a lot of mental stress. Because we've got the Sun there. So for some of you it might resonate if you do have a son, or if your person has a son. It doesn't have to be a son as well, it could be a daughter. But yeah, the fact that there's a lamb there, I'm just seeing something like definitely young energy. Like I said, it's either actual children involved or it's something to do with the inner child being wounded here. So yeah, it feels like there's been a lot of stress, and then I see someone walking away. Someone walking away from this, like emotionally walking away. But then there's this sense of being discontent, being bored, being restless, or being indifferent to it. So I don't know if this person walked away from you and this is how you kind of felt or behaved. Like you were indifferent or just decided, you know what, whatever, I don't care. But then there's this rushed feeling, this very quick movement, something that went very quickly. So it may even be like through this restless energy someone reached out. Now it could be you that reached out and then maybe you didn't get anything back, or maybe you're still waiting to hear something, or I don't know. It feels like there was definitely something that came through quickly. So I'm going to look in a moment at how things are going to be moving forwards, but I'm just going to first look at how your person is feeling about you and what they're thinking right now. Hopefully that will shed a little bit more light. Okay, 5 of Wands. What is your person feeling and thinking about you right now? Ace of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Mother of Wands. Okay. So your person, yeah, there's more anger coming through here. I don't know if this person is angry with you or if they're angry with other people, or like I said, there's this, but this isn't repressed anger. This is very like outward anger. So I don't know yet, but you'll know if the anger is being directed towards you, you'll know or you'll feel it. But if it's, you know, external, then maybe you won't be so aware. But it definitely feels like there's like a lot of anger, but this can also be passion, okay? Passion, but also feeling competitive, maybe even fighting, wanting to fight for your attention. Or they may feel like they're the ones that are being fought for, okay? Again, you'll know whether you're the one that's sort of tried to fight for their attention or vice versa, okay? But again, it could be mirroring energy here. You both may feel like, or both may be quite catches and lots of people are after your attentions. But then, yeah, it feels like there's some kind of offer here that's coming through that they're thinking about. That either they extended to you or that you extended to them, but there's a rejection here or there's a delay. There's a delay in a response. So this might be what we're talking about here. This something that's going on, and maybe this conflict is why they haven't responded. Okay, if they're, you know, knee deep in other people's business or other issues or problems, or even if they're fighting for something, this can be the energy of, like, again, being competitive, like in a competitive job, for instance, and trying really hard to be on top, okay? But something about, yeah, wanting to win here. But then, it's like they feel like things were deceptive. Maybe you were very shy or you weren't showing them how you feel, and maybe they've now seen that. They've seen what you were hiding. But I also get the feeling like they see you, or they feel that you're still very confident. You're confident maybe in the way that you've acted. Again, if you reached out to them, they may see you being in a very confident energy, or they see how you've handled a rejection in a very confident way. I just want to see how they see you, just to clarify that. How do they see you? Group 3. Mother of Pentacles, yeah. How do they see you? Okay, wow, yeah, so they see you as someone, they do see you as being very secure. Okay, so again, regardless whether it was you or them or whoever did the reaching out or who did the ghosting, it could well have been you that's done the ghosting here. But if it wasn't you, and if they ghosted you, it's like they feel like you're now ghosting them. So whether or not they even received your message, or maybe you think that they received it and they didn't, and they see you as being very cold with them, or they see that now you've retreated, and they're wondering where you are. Maybe they're expecting you to reach out more than once as well. If you did reach out once, maybe they're expecting that. Or so maybe they were just, there may have been no contact at all. It might be that they were hoping that you would reach out to them. But they definitely see you being in this really, confident, secure energy. Some of you might be a parent or a single parent. Oh yeah, I've said that multiple times, haven't I? But again, more sort of signifiers of like children. But it might be that they see you focusing on other things or looking after others, maybe in your work or, you know, in other areas of your life. It's like you're not so focused on them, and you're kind of sitting pretty is what I'm hearing. It's like that's almost, yeah, what they feel and think there. So now I'm just going to look at how things are going to be moving forwards for the two of you. Okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So it does look like the tables are going to turn here. Okay, so in your favour, I feel, the fact it's come out for you there. It definitely feels like, yeah, so if you were the one to reach out, I feel like it could now turn and now want to reach out to you. Okay, but again, it could be the other way around. If you've ghosted them, it may be that you decide to reach out to them. Okay, we've got Justice there in reverse. Weird. What else have we got? Father of Cups reverse. How are things going to be between you moving forwards? Two of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, it feels like things will get off to a good start. It's like there'll be this newness here, a new cycle that begins, or like a rush, like I said, something maybe very quick communication or something. But then it feels like there's a lack of balance. Okay, so maybe even messages that come through going back and forth. It doesn't feel like there's the same energy being given as being received. Okay, so definitely something that doesn't feel fair here, and it may be that this person isn't willing to give anything emotionally to this right now. And we're just looking at the real sort of immediate future, next 2 to 3 months. You know, anything could change and could change after that, but I feel like this is sort of talking next few weeks, really, month to 3 months. I feel like, yeah, it's maybe gonna start off really good, but then it comes to some kind of, not a complete halt, but I feel like, yeah, there's a lack of emotion being put into this connection that I feel like maybe you want or need, or maybe that you both want or need, but there's, yeah, lack of balance. But then I do see like a choice being made here, and I feel like somebody is going to choose to leave a situation, in the past. Okay, 10 of Pentacles reversed. So this could be a home situation, could be about leaving a home, moving homes, leaving a family. You know, this could also signify divorce or separation. Okay, so I mean, that could be your energy, their energy. You know, if you're both with different people or other partnerships, this could be a signifier of that, because, you know, it depends on if you've been in this kind of solid place before, then this could be about you. Okay, but if this has not really got off the ground yet, or if this is in those kind of beginning or on and off stages, then this is about something else. Okay, and if it's not about a relationship, it could be about a job or about a house. Okay, that's going to affect the connection, but it definitely feels like a choice is going to be made here, okay, for the two of you moving forwards. So I'm just going to look at the Island Wellness Love Oracle deck for you. No contact, your connection. Okay, so we've got heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. The Snake, competition, see, there we go. Enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder, the other woman. Oof. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. The Runner, oh my goodness. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to ego. The Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking that great. I have to be honest with you. You know, some of you might recognize this as being like a narcissistic paradigm. You know, but I feel like this person could be a narcissist here. Just be careful. Be careful of this person. Yeah, I feel like for the two of you, there's a reason there needs to be this separation, because there's been a lot of pain here, a lot of pain and sadness over this, definitely. And it feels like things are not getting off to this honest or good start between the two of you. And you should always think about how things start as to how they may finish, or how it can set the tone of the relationship. You know, if it starts off in a very tainted way, it can usually turn that way. So you want to try to make sure you start it in the best and healthiest way possible. And that may be why there needs to be this separation between the two of you at the moment. Okay, but it might be that this is how you're feeling, like you're yearning for them, and then they're running, okay, running away from this. connection. But for some of you, you could be the runner as well. Okay, you have to take what resonates with you. But yeah, I would just be a little bit careful, because this could, cause more pain, and it may be in your best interest to try to move on, okay? Especially if it's releasing negativity, this great severing. If that's how you're feeling this is going right now, then I do feel like this is for your highest good, okay? Just going to take a little handful of these as well. Let's see. I've got Speak Your Truth, Health and Beauty, 5th house, 6th house, Listen, Sense of humor. This is really weird. Money is coming, almost there. You have the knowledge and the wisdom. Okay. And it's weird because some of these clearly got mixed with, well, some of these, there's a lot of, let me start again. Quite a few of these messages came through, and I believe it was group 1's reading, but it could be 2. I'm pretty sure it was group 1's. Okay, and it's just weird. So there could be some similarities. If you were drawn to group 1's as well as this one, you might feel like some of that resonates with you as well. But yeah, money is coming makes sense as well with the Wheel of Fortune. So it could be that there you have a windfall, or some good financial benefit come through to you, which helps you to move on in some way. But I feel like as well, like speaking your truth, maybe this is what you've done. Maybe you've spoken up your truth and you've said what you needed to say, and then you feel like you can have closure. If you've got no reply or no response, that is an answer. That is an answer. If someone is choosing not to reply, that is an answer. Okay? So I feel like that's why you're being called to listen. Even listen to the silence. If someone is being silent with you, it's important to listen to that. Okay? You have the wisdom almost there. So yeah, I feel like, for some of you, you're getting really close to being over this person. And like I said, it's not to say that nothing's going to come together for the two of you, because there is that nothing is yet set in stone and that mutable energy. So I do feel like there's change that could happen between the two of you, but it really feels like in that kind of immediate future over the next few weeks that maybe you're going to be focused more on your money, or focus more on your physical health, okay, or acts of service, or working and focusing on the details of things, reorganizing, or on your creative path, doing things that feel good and doing something that makes you laugh. Maybe some of you like comedy, or maybe you've been watching like a comedy films recently, or stand-ups, or just something that makes you smile, something that makes you laugh. If you haven't, I feel like that's what you're being called to do, to be around people that make you laugh. Okay, it might also be about this person, that you feel this person really made you laugh. Okay, so yeah, but I definitely feel regardless that you're being called to just have some fun, and maybe even have a sense of humour about what's happened, especially if you were ghosted, or however it's happened, to kind of laugh in the face of adversity, to take things lightly. And even though things might be very painful, but to be able to make a joke out of something, especially if it's a self-deprecating one, obviously, it can be really powerful actually to help you shift your perception and go, sometimes you've got to be able to laugh in life at the small things. Because it does help to lift your vibration. Excuse me, laughing instantly puts you in a good mood, doesn't it? So, that's what you need to do during this time when you, especially if you feel like you're longing for this person, and you may feel like you're getting really close, and maybe for some of you are getting close, but I feel like you'll get close by having distance, by focusing on yourself, by focusing maybe on your health and beauty, rejudging your look, or your house, or your appearance. But definitely something is very powerful in what you're saying. Maybe you've got a very powerful voice. Maybe you're very articulate or eloquent, or maybe you're really good at public speaking, or telling jokes. Maybe you're someone that's really quick-witted and everything just rolls off the tongue for you. So that might be something that's very nice or very attractive about you. Okay, but I also feel like it's about having confidence in yourself and just speaking up, because sometimes it's better to just speak up and just accept the outcome one way or the other than to remain in limbo, because that's where all of that stress happens, especially if there's been that physical stress and physical pain you've been going through. It may even get to a point where you're like, I'm fed up with the pain, I'd rather just say it, accept the rejection if there is rejection, or If the door is open, then great, but I need to move on. I need to feel good in myself. I need to have that clarity. So sometimes we have to give ourselves the clarity, and sometimes that's about just accepting that it may not go the way that we hope, but at least we know where we stand. Okay, we don't always have to wait for the other person to tell us where we stand. We can make that decision for ourselves as well, especially if someone says, right, give me 30 days and I'll give you my answer. You might want to wait the 30 days to have the answer, but for some of you, you might be like, you know what? I'm going to make that choice right now, actually. I don't want to wait 30 days and I need to move on. Or in 30 days, you might say, actually, I'm not interested anymore, or I've realised that this isn't serving my highest good. So you have to do what feels right for you, of course. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave the reading there. I do hope that this resonates for you, and if it does, please let me know down in the comments below, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, please check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 4 and the Yin card, let's take a look at what's going on in your no contact connection situation. So, the fact you were drawn to the Yin card, you could be the Divine Feminine watching this, or you could be resonating with Divine Feminine energy. So, this might be about waiting for communication, or something that's about observing. You could be observing something. Maybe you're waiting to make a move, or like I said, you're waiting for someone to make a move. But yeah, I definitely feel like you're standing down in your Divine Feminine energy, or certainly in this moment, I feel like. Oh, look at all that pink as well. So much pink coming through here. So we've got Higher Earth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. Oh my god, I knew we'd have another pink one. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full Moon in Libra. I just can't get over all of the pinks. Love it, love it. So, definitely giving me heart chakra vibes, but also Venus vibes. We did have another pile. I was so incredibly Venusian, but I can't even remember which one it was, so it doesn't matter. You might be drawn to it anyway. But, yeah, definitely something either going on in your heart chakra. I mean, this could be a feminine connection, but it doesn't necessarily mean by gender or whatever. It's about the feminine energy within us. So it could be like both of you are too shy to say something to one another. That could be also the case. But there's maybe a lot that's going on behind the scenes or behind the veil rather than in front. So it may even be like this is a secret connection or like a secret fantasy I'm getting. Yeah, like maybe like there's something to do with being behind closed doors, or yeah. And there's lots of curtains. Look at all the curtains, the net curtains. So, something that's like secret but not that secret, or maybe it look like you feel like it's a secret but I don't know, like I'm just sensing like someone else is noticing, or someone else is noticing your attraction for one another. I don't know, it's weird. Or like someone else is spying on you, or someone else is keeping an eye on you. I don't know, that's weird. That's a weird thing to come through, but maybe that resonates for some of you. But I don't know, that could be your energy, like spying on someone as well, or them spying on you. But that was a specific, that someone else spying on the two of you. Weird, like a voyeur. I don't know. Interesting. So, I mean, this is looking really positive and nice so far, because we've got a win-win outcome is forecast. And we've got you're very close to achieving your goal. So if your goal is to get communication from them, then that could be a really positive sign that that's what's going to happen for you, that the communication could be coming through. Or if you're wanting something more connected in terms of a relationship, because Libra is ruled by Venus, who rules relationships and love, as well as other things, but that's one of the main signifiers for Libra. And the fact that we've got the scales there, so this could be the signifier that this could turn into a relationship. It could be that there is a relationship involved, or some kind of contract that's involved in this connection, outside of the connection perhaps for some of you. But it could be as well that you feel at home with this person, like something that feels very familiar about this person. So maybe you knew them before, maybe you knew them in your past, maybe you knew them in your childhood, or Maybe you went to university together, or you worked together. Or it could be that you've never met them, but there's a sense of familiarity with them. You know, the sense of, I've known you before, or why do I feel like I could just tell you everything? Why do I feel like my heart sings when I'm around you? It's a really sweet, loving energy, like falling in love with a soul rather than exterior. And not to say that there's not an exterior attraction, but it feels like there's something very soully connected for the two of you. Excuse me. Okay. But before I speak too soon, let's look at tarot, because tarot can shed some very brutal or very honest light on this too. So let's see. No contact. What's going on? Okay, 8 of Swords. So there's definitely some anxiety now coming through about this. So someone might be feeling trapped, okay, trapped with their fear, trapped about moving forwards, or trapped in another situation. There's definitely this caged in feeling that I'm picking up on there. Okay, Magician reverse, yeah, and there's maybe some calculation. Okay, he can be a bit of a trickster, that Magician reverse, but sometimes it's, as I said, maybe over calculation or thinking things through, but in an anxious way. And it might even be that the anxiety is causing some strange behavior or some strange action. This is definitely the weirdest pile so far. Group 4. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of repressed feelings here. I think that there's a lot of physical passion. There might be anger in one of you or both of you, but definitely there's passion. But I feel like, again, it's repressed. It's below the surface. Nothing has come out yet, I feel like. So it might be you're just waiting for something to, oh my God, something to actually happen. And we have the Lovers here, okay? It might be that that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting to connect, but it definitely is like a soul connection that you have. I mean, but the Lovers is very much about wanting to be with each other or choosing to be with one another, but also feeling guided, okay? Being guided maybe by a higher source. In the traditional Rider-Waite image, you've got the two people standing either side of the divine, and it's actually the card of divine manifestation. So yeah, it might even be that you're manifesting each other into excuse me, into each other's lives. Okay, it might be that you have dreamed about this person, they've dreamed about you, and whether it was actually you were dreaming about each other specifically, or whether you had like imagined your perfect person and then here they are, it definitely feels like there's a mirroring, and maybe you're both feeling very similar to one another. But it definitely, yeah, there's a really strong connection and a very, very intense attraction between the two of you. Oh wow, okay, so then we've got the Ace of Wands. So yeah, there is definitely a spark here. Now in terms of no communication, now it is strange because you may have had communication in the past, but there's nothing going on right now. Or it might be that there's been no communication and there's about to be. Or there's going to be this action here with the Ace of Wands, which is nice to see, because up until that point there was no real action. Couldn't see any action. There was no fire, no wands there. It was all very much feminine yin energy, or anxious mental energy. So yeah, it does feel like, so either there has been action, so maybe you did reach out to them, maybe they reached out to you, or maybe there was just something that happened or is about to. Like I said, if you've had nothing, no interaction, I definitely see some action happening. Now I'm just going to take a look at how do they feel about you right now. How do they feel and what are their thoughts about you? And then we'll look at how things are going to be moving forwards. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Wands. Okay. So I do feel it's definitely the most positive pile, I would say, out of all so far. That's my, I mean, in terms of the relationship, I would say, not as an overall, but I feel, yeah, it just feels really nice. It feels like a lot of the time you aren't both on the same page, but I feel like your person wants to fight for you. Or like they want to come in, they want to be strong, they want to make an effort, they want to, reach out, or they want to feel like they've won, or they've, I don't want to say they've conquered you. I don't feel like that person is in that type of energy, but it feels like they want to be strong and powerful. And I do feel like they want to work with you in some way. They want to collaborate with you. It might even be that that's what happens. They may ask you for some advice here, or they may offer some advice to you. Excuse me. Or they may offer to work with you in some way. But then there is a sense of like them having to reprioritize or restructure something. Because of that Four of Wands, I mean, this can be like a splitting up energy, a divorcing energy, or a moving out. If they were cohabiting with someone, it could be that they move out, or they leave a job or something. Or there could be something cancelled, like a cancelled celebration, a cancelled wedding, a cancelled christening, or a cancelled birthday party or something. And it could be work related, it might not be, but it feels like they've had to restructure, reprioritize, what they're doing. So it might be they come in and then they have to reprioritize things. That could be what's going on there. Or this is certainly what they're feeling and what they're thinking. And I will just say what's on the bottom of the deck. We've got Six of Cups reversed. So I do feel that this is a reconciled energy. Like definitely there's a sense of knowing this person, like I said, either in this life or in a previous life. Like they do want to come back together with you in some form, I feel. So moving forwards with your connection, immediate future. So we're talking sort of next 1 to 3 months. How are things going to go between the two of you? Five of Cups reversed. So someone's going to be getting over the pain of this. If this has been causing pain on your side or theirs or both, I do feel like the pain is going to diminish, which is nice. At least it's getting over something. Okay, Seven of Pentacles reversed. So, but it feels like, there may be a lack of effort that's being made here to make this work. Okay, High Priestess reversed. It could be that then there is a secret or something that is revealed here. Okay, maybe through the stagnancy, maybe when there's been nothing going on, it's like something's revealed or someone decides to open up. Yes, Eight of Pentacles. Yes, someone I feel is definitely going to make a move here. Excuse me. Yeah, I really feel like, and this could go either way. Okay, it doesn't have to be one or the other. And again, you might be kind of saying, no chance, Sophia, am I going to be reaching out to them? They have to reach out to me. And that may be the case. That may be the case, group 4. But it may be as well releasing this need to be the one chased. It might be you initiate something, or you feel called to initiate something. And just because you initiate something doesn't mean you're chasing, or doesn't mean... Sometimes it's giving the signal, especially if, say, this is, for instance, a male-female relationship, and in terms of, it being traditional, for instance, the female may not want to be the one to reach out to the male. They may want to be the one that's chased. And I understand for a lot of the time that is the best way forwards. But for instance, if you are like a female manifester in like the human design, you are called to initiate, to be the one to reach out. And sometimes it might be that you just need to give someone a smile, or even to reach out to them first. It doesn't mean that you're asking them out. It just could just be you're opening up the door for them to do that. Okay, so just because you might be the first one to say something or to, like I said, initiate, doesn't mean you're the one that will have to carry or finish it. But that's your prerogative, obviously. But either way, so whether you decide to hold out or whether you decide to give in, there's definitely going to be some communication. But I don't feel like it's going to happen straight away. I feel like it may take a little bit of time, whilst either there's been some pain here as well. So if someone is leaving a relationship, or they've been going through something very painful right now, I do feel like that's going to be taking precedent at first and focusing on that and releasing that pain. And I just feel like either one of you or both of you are not going to feel like you have the time or the energy to put into the, working on the connection straight away. So it might be that there needs to be some healing in the interim period. But then, as I said, it's like something, maybe new information comes, you find something out, they find something out. And then that's what spurs on this communication. Someone is going to reach out, and it may even be about something kind of mundane, or work related or something, but as a way of getting in. Okay, but then I see something about no or lack of options, feeling a lack of options or a lack of clarity about it. Daughter of Pentacles reverse. Father of Swords reverse. Oh, good. The Hierophant reversed. Okay. And again, this is just kind of 1 to 3 months. You know, take it if it resonates. If not, not, of course. But it may be that, you know, things can change a lot after 3 months. Either way, it just feels, I don't see things getting to a place of being stable between the two of you. It feels like, yeah, one of you may either reject the offer or pull back. It could be a delay, and someone might be a bit cut off. It just feels like the timing isn't really there. It's not about the connection, because that's there. The attraction is there, the connection is there, the feeling of being at home is there, but it's like the timing and the practical side of things is not quite there yet. Okay, and it feels like if you were to try and move things forwards, it just doesn't look like it would be like this conventional connection. It may be that, yeah, I don't know. Or it might even be that there's another connection, as I said, that needs to come to an end first. Okay, so that could be what's going on here. So I'm just going to look at the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards as well now. So we've got cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over in your head. Okay, we've got truth, or the Sword and Rose, clarity, truth and revelation. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning and expansion, a new phase. I just had one drop on the floor there. We've got hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. And then not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, avoiding a call, person, boundaries, and still angry. Yeah, so it's definitely about timing. It's a timing issue for you, group 4. Okay, I really don't feel like this is a personal thing. I really don't feel like this is about you specifically. I feel like this is definitely about maybe your person has got other things going on that have to take priority right now. Okay, they might be kind of angry. I feel like they're not angry at you. I feel like they're kind of angry at the situation. I feel like they're angry at the timing. Like, why does this have to happen now? Or why couldn't I have met you later on? Or why couldn't I have met you before? There's this feeling of like, I feel like they are questioning themselves a lot. But I sense that they're not someone that's very in tune with their own feelings and emotions a lot of the time. Or in a spiritual way, I feel like at times they could be quite closed off, and yeah, they have this outdated way of thinking. So they're not as expansive in their mind and in their heart as they could be. So yeah, there's this element of self-sabotage here with this person. And yeah, I feel like they've just got a lot to deal with. They've got some unresolved anger issues. And because as well they're not expressing anything to you, they have feelings for you, but they're not expressing it. And it may be causing them to feel anger. Okay, that's what can happen with repression. It can affect us in so many ways. It can happen very physically. We could get physical symptoms. We could get depressed. We could have mental anxiety. Or we could have physical anger. You know, we could feel very irritated just generally because there's something that needs to come out, but it's not. So it's like it's getting stuck. And then it's coming out in other ways that aren't necessarily very positive for your person. So I feel like they've got a lot to resolve here, and the only way to do that is with the truth, okay? And like I said, I do feel like there's truth coming. So if you feel like you have been kept in the dark, I don't feel like over the next 1 to 3 months you're going to feel like that anymore. I do feel like you're going to have more clarity, maybe not the whole truth, maybe not everything that you feel like you needed to hear, but even just partially, I feel like that would be a big weight off your mind, just to feel like, oh, I'm glad it's not just me that feels this way, or, you know, that it hasn't been one-sided. It just, yeah, I feel like there will be that clarity that comes, but it doesn't mean it's going to come with this, you know, this happy ever after initially. It just feels like over the next few months or few weeks even, that there's other things that are taking precedent for your person, maybe even for you as well. This could be a mirroring. Maybe you've got other things in your life, and I'm seeing a lot of animals here. So maybe something to do with animals as well, if you look after animals, if you work with animals, or you have pets, okay? Or this could be about being in nature as well, but I've just so many animals that are coming through right now. It might be that, you know, you've got to focus on other responsibilities, okay, or on other factors in your life. There are other things, maybe even legal things like taxes. That's coming through for some of you. Actually, it might be like tax season. And this is a timeless reading. It depends when you're watching this, but yeah, it might be that you've got paperwork or other things that you need to focus on right now. So if you trust the universe and say, if this person is for me, then bring them in when the time is right. If this person isn't for me, let them walk away or remove them from my life. Always be very careful saying that. Make sure you're prepared for either way, because it can be very powerful and can remove someone very quickly if they're not for you and if you're very in tune. Okay. You've also got to be aware of what those signs are. Okay. I feel like the universe will make them pretty obvious as well, but sometimes we can have cognitive dissonance to it and we might ignore the sign that we see. So I feel like you're being called to have a lot of awareness about things and signs coming through about this connection. Excuse me. But to not rush things either, and to just allow this, to happen organically if it's meant to. Okay, not to say that you shouldn't, as I said, reach out, or you shouldn't spark something or initiate anything. Like if you feel called to do that, then that's what you've got to do. But I feel like even so, try not to rush anything or rush the process of it. It might be this just needs a little bit of time to marinate before being able to ascend, because we do have that preparing for union, expanding into a new phase. So I do feel like there is a new chapter for the two of you, but it's just that there are things externally and internally that need to be worked through first. And I feel like the universe is truly trying to do you a favor right now by saying, if you came together with them right now, it won't work. But if you allow space and time, we'll bring them in closer if it's meant to be with them. Or if not, we'll bring somebody else in that is better suited for you. Okay, so lastly, just going to look at some of these. I'm just going to grab a little handful. There we go. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay, we've got level up. Oh my God, this one's come out almost every reading today. Sense of humor. Speak your truth. Listen, and that too. So weird. And that. What the hell? Health and beauty and money is coming. What is going on? Right, I'm just going to pick a couple more. Not to say these that obviously may resonate for you as well, but like a bit of a, change. Sorry, one sec. My battery's looking low. Okay, we're fine. Right, please be some different ones here. Okay, what have we got? Got artist, cleaner, interior designer, and then playing hard to get. Okay, so yeah, that could be the case. Some of you might be playing hard to get. This could be you, but this could also be them. This could be the two of you. Okay, definitely some creative things coming through here. For some of you, you might be focusing on creative projects. If you are particularly interested in something arty or painting, drawing, or sculpting, but it could be about, painting something in your interior design, painting the wall or decorating something. Okay, but this could also be helping someone else with decorating or interior design. This could, again, be about, same with cleaning, could be cleaning someone else's apartment or home. This could be your own business that you have, but this could also be you getting into like a Virgo energy and focusing on cleaning up your space. And maybe this is about leveling up. Maybe you are decluttering and being creative and redesigning your home, or redesigning your interiors. This could be about your, internal interiors within your soul. Okay, there's definitely a leveling up in your energy. This may also be why the universe is delaying something here, because it might be that you're either leveling up past this person. You might transcend and evolve above where they are energetically. And not to say no one is better than anybody else, but in terms of, your vibration and how you feel and how things are going in your life, it might be that you rise above them, or that you're already rising above them, and then you're not an energetic match anymore. Okay, and then the universe is going to bring in someone that is your match. It could also be that there needs to be time that your person could catch up with you. Okay, because I just see you lifting up, going higher and higher and higher. So this might be, financially, we've got money is coming. So you might be in a place where you're receiving a lot more money in abundance, maybe through your work, or you could even have a windfall or something. Nice, why not? So yeah, it could be like you're just leveling up in yourself in the way that you, take care of your appearance, the clothes that you wear, maybe even buying sort of more expensive items or something. And not to say expensive is any better, but You know, there is something to say for quality, but price doesn't always reflect quality, obviously, but you know, it can do. It should do, but it doesn't always, depending on the seller, of course. But you know what I'm saying. I just feel like there's, this quality over quantity energy. Excuse me. And I just feel like speak your truth. It might be that you've spoken your truth to them or they've spoken their truth to you. But I've sensed more so this might be, whoever is the one to initiate might speak their truth. And I feel like you are being really called to listen. Okay, and sometimes listening even in silence, because silence is still an answer. You know, if you get ghosted, that is an answer. So if someone chooses not to respond, that is an answer one way or another. So I would definitely listen to what the silence is saying to you. Okay, if there is silence. Okay, but if there might be more than that. But it does feel like, and that makes sense actually with the Magician reverse, they're playing hard to get. So there is something where it's like, maybe both of you just are pretending like you're not interested. Maybe you see each other and you're just completely looking in the opposite direction. But sometimes it can be a telltale sign as to how someone, if they are attracted to you, especially if there's like a group of people and you see them regularly, and then watch and notice how they interact with other people, with their other friends or co-workers or whoever it may be. Okay, and then notice how they interact with you. And if you know you've not done anything wrong, but they can't look at you, it could even be that they're nervous. And same with you, especially if there are repressed feelings. You're never going to be able to act fully normally around someone that you have romantic feelings for, especially if they don't know about it or you're not expressing that. You can't be completely yourself, so you may overcompensate or you may undercompensate in some way. There's usually a giveaway in some way, so it might be that you notice a giveaway in them or they notice a giveaway in you. But it might be something that you laugh together. Maybe there's a joke or something that kind of brings you together. Or I do feel as well with all of the piles today, but I'm going to talk to you, pile 4, that this is about having some fun as well and being quite light-hearted about it and just being able to laugh at yourself, especially if you did get ghosted or you put yourself out there, you spoke your truth and you didn't get what you needed back, to kind of just laugh it off. Excuse me. And to just be like, do you know what? I've done what I can do. I've said my piece. I've been in my authentic self. It's kind of funny. Like, they didn't want to know. Okay. Well, they're either not the one, or I need to kind of just wait a minute and hold back my energy if I've said what I needed to say. But again, it might be the other way around. Maybe the way that they tell you what they tell you is kind of funny. Or maybe comes out in a weird way, or maybe they spark something with a joke. It could be a joke that is like the opener to you moving forwards in some way. So I'm going to leave it there. So I really hope this resonated with you, group 4, and please let me know down in the comments below if it did, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.